The judgment. So there's a basic theme, there's an image, and then there's a judgment on the implication of the image. So creative without, creative within, creative strength. Words are spoken freely. Ideas are put into action. One is confident, one moves quickly, firmly and quickly. In such a state of action, emphasis is on personal advancement. There is no time to consider the ignorant. Knowledge is power. Personal freedom has its rewards and consequences. One gains experience but loses relevance. One gains knowledge but loses meaning. To think that one knows is sickness. Only when one becomes sick of the sickness of knowing can one become free of it. There's the mind, the monkey mind. And somehow the master saw her ability to use this, and were able to align her and bring and get rid of it. And she would, knowing she would just go on it. As she did, it's affected millions of people, and really the consciousness on the planet. So it affected me hugely, and it's not really denominational. It's eclectic. It's more cosmic. Okay, I think that might be the last one. Oh no, each line has a specific thing. So there's one last point. So the individual line of love, wisdom, strong and in control, good attitude inspires others. One makes use of everything at one's disposal. One acts on one's thoughts and considers them to be real. There is no argument. There is no opposition. No one can give you advice. Like her first husband would probably know that. The second husband probably knew how to relate around it. But then there's three different branches of positive thinking. One has the will to change. Movement out of the abyss. Criticism and doubt will be left behind. In a position of authority, one is confident, makes decisions. One's words will be respected. Great deeds can be done. Well, she did. Not from anything one would expect. A woman in a Christian community coming up to write some books that's going to be more powerful and more prevalent than what most men have written for 100 years. Never imagine that. Even an astrologer doing the chart, you wouldn't imagine that. But you can begin to see, first you get God-given potentials, and you have to use them in life and in nature till you've done the first rush and you've done what you could. I got this, I got out of the house. I got out of the yard, I got a job, I got laid, I got whatever, we got all these things done. Then, so what? Is there a God or isn't there? What's true? The only truth is there's God. Everything else isn't the truth. It's a rationalization around it. It's a painting, a coloring that you're making in your matrix. Okay? Yeah, so this is another Rosacross. Often people see this Rosicrucian symbol sometimes, but here there's 12 petals for the 12 signs of the zodiac. Each one is one of the colors. And there's 7 petals for the 7 planets, and the 3 for the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, or for the Trinity in the center. And then you have the cross, your angles of your horoscope, and here in INRI, there's 3 points that represent each of the 3 signs of the zodiac. So it gets more coded and put behind. Because a lot of astrology, 90% of astrology is about get money, do this, find a relationship, who am I going to meet? Yeah.
I've seen this symbol before.
Sure. It's in almost any Catholic church. You'll see that cross with the inlay around it.
The part that is the most, I don't know why it struck me, but it just perturbed me, and I have never come to it. But I'm guessing with the hexagram, the salt, sulfur, and mercury on the very extreme ends of each arm of the cross. They're always interchanging. They always seem to change position. Is that reminiscent of
the world changing all the time? If you're into magic or into these branches, out on these branches, you're into nature, making things happen, and getting your mind involved in the affairs. And it's a wonderful story to get involved in nature and life and relationships and see what happens. It's a great story you make. But it's different than silence. Yeah?
There seem to be many similarities in that rendering to the Crowley tarot.
Yeah, the Crowley deck, the Kabbalah, they all just fit right on top of this. To see the ideas that formulated from silence, the Kabbalistic vision, and the Judeo-Christian Arabic traditions that came out of that. It's the same that formulated the I Ching. just went differently in different areas. It's almost like sometime ages ago in Tibet, maybe, its knowledge was all together and it split up and it went one way through the light and the dark to China, and one way through the words of power and the chanting and the meditating, going to the West. You know, and it split, and those energies are like coming back together now as this unity of the Westernization of Eastern thinking coming and merging it here. Can't merge it in China. For 30 years they weren't allowed to study anything. Everybody was getting killed that knew these things. You know, now the kids, now there's a renaissance, people want to know that, but really it's building up to 2025 to a new understanding in the world. New ways of looking at astrology, new ways of using things. And it really is a subject, you can't be separate from God. You can't be off your path. You can be off your rocker, but not off your path. Okay? But then when you're off your rocker, you're saying somebody else is off their rocker, then you're in a bigger problem. They may not be off their rocker. You mean it's me? Oops. So, okay, next one, there's only a couple more slides and we're done. Yes, we're back to here. The main, next one. Yeah, so we have the 7 rays again. So that's the initiate that's opened their mind and allows the rays to come through. Allows the higher, can hear the planets, can listen to these things, to make room in your life for this silence to come through. Would you dare? What's silent? What's thoughts then? Am I irrelevant because I'm thinking? I think I am, therefore I think. Or I think, therefore I am. No, it's not that.
Am I even the one thinking?
Pardon?
Am I even the one thinking?
Yeah. Well, it's going on in your head, whatever that head is, or whatever that you is. Okay, I think this is the last one. I think that's it.
It's just
Oh yeah. Then just put the logo of the.
That's the last.
Of the esoteric school of wisdom is on it. Across there, and so that's basically my talk. I didn't know what I was going to say. I didn't know how much time I take, but that's my take on things. I always think the language is. So we're at this creative point now, and it's carrying us through the power of the West Equinox. So the West Equinox was right on the full moon. It's right on this exact energy that we've been talking about. So it's really nice timing around that. Thanks. Any questions? Does anyone have any questions?
I was wondering if you could briefly explain a little bit more about the 8th house. I feel like I haven't gotten it that
No,
well.
I can't do it. It's to go into a specific house. I don't want to go down. I've already picked up the cross. I don't want to throw it down and jump into that. Yeah, at this moment. Yeah.
So talking about the clockwise and the counterclockwise. Because you're saying counterclockwise is back to spirit?
No, it's aligned to the way the signs, the planets move through the zodiac.
Right.
Whereas clockwise is moving how things come up in the earth for a day and night. It's a daily thing instead of looking at the cycle of the year and the season. So it's just a different frequency. Mm-hmm. But that different frequency is a little more celestial.
So counterclockwise is more celestial?
Yeah. So if you're in touch with what season you're in, hey, it's springtime, don't sweat the rain. It's a radio thing, it's raining out, I'm going to get my boots wet, or I can't go out, I can't do it. It's like, it's a different line.
So would clockwise be masculine and feminine?
No, don't even go there. Both have a masculine and feminine side.
Both.
Every cycle, anything that vibrates, anything in time is past or future, is a memory or it's a projection.
I understand.
So if you're here in this moment, that's past memories. But every memory you ever had doesn't mean anything, which it doesn't.
Right.
Here we are. And everything you think you're going to do means nothing. It doesn't. Here we are. Who are we?